And what was really interesting about this case was the Exabeam customer was using our machine learning detection engine, and somebody at this Lapsus group had purchased the credentials from an employee, paid them enough money to make it worth their while, and as soon as they entered the network, the algorithms looked at this and said, this is not right, this is the right password, they're not logging in from the right place, they're not doing what they usually do, they're accessing things they don't usually act, this is statistically just way outside of the norm. So it almost immediately rang alarm bells. So within minutes, that security operations team was able to reach in and shut that down. What was really interesting about this one is that it went on just long enough for the hacker group to have deposited their payloads onto the network, all the hacker tools that they were going to detonate on the network. So we actually worked with that customer to build a walled garden network, and we ran their whole attack. And we ran it with their cybersecurity tools, their endpoint management tools, all of their DLP tools. And the fact is, these things just in isolation, they would occasionally ring a little bell, but you wouldn't have gotten the indication until hours later. And by this point, they'd compromised hundreds of systems. They'd swapped out the credentials for hundreds of users. There was no way that they were going to save the network at that point. If they hadn't had that AI-driven detection at the beginning, their entire network would have been wiped out, their business would have been frozen, and they would be negotiating ransom payments with the hackers.